Love makes me treat you the way that I do. Gee, baby, ain't I good to you? There's nothing too good for a girl that's so true. Gee, baby, ain't I good to you? I bought you a fur coat for Christmas, a diamond ring, a Cadillac car, and everything. Love makes me treat you the way that I do. Gee, baby, ain't I good to you?
Hi peeps, I'm Dr. Hendrickson and I'm going to be your host for the next, roughly 6 weeks. If you're watching this vid, that means that you are registered for and enrolled in either Music 100, Elements of Music, or Music 111, Music Appreciation, or Music 119, History of Rock and Roll. So welcome. I'm very excited that you've decided to take this class, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun together. So this opening segment to this vid is designed specifically just to let everybody know a little bit about how I work, because I don't change from course to course with respect to certain policies. So just to understand a couple of things, these courses are all 100% online. There is no physical component to it. We do not meet face-to-face at all. There is no virtual meeting on a regular basis, not at all. Now, having said that, that does not mean that you cannot ever meet with me. You can. We can schedule a meeting either in person, face-to-face, or virtually through Zoom if need be. And there will be ample time for you to do that if necessary, but only if you can communicate with me the need. So you're going to have to communicate with me each time you need to know something specific or you need help, things like that, for any aspect of the course. If there's any concept that you don't grasp right away or you're having trouble with and you want some additional help, absolutely send me an email. And if it gets to the point to where you really have to meet with me face-to-face or, again, a Zoom meeting, we will work that out. Speaking about communication, let's understand that the best way to communicate with me, particularly in the spring and summer months, is through email. You are always welcome to drop by my office or to call my office phone. However, be cautioned that during the summer months, I am rarely on campus. In fact, I'm almost never on campus through the months of June and July. So I will, again, meet with you if that's absolutely necessary for us to meet, but ordinarily, no, I am not on campus at all. So the best way to get in touch with me is through email, and I encourage each of you to do this if you have any issues, any questions, something that is not or you're not grasping, 100% right away. Okay, so if you do email me, understand that you are going to get a response within 24 to 48 hours, with one exception. I do not respond to emails on the weekends. On the weekends, I am out of here, so I will not be answering any emails on a Saturday or on a Sunday. You won't be receiving any replies from me on the weekends. If I get your email after 5 p.m. on a Friday, you're not going to hear back a response from me until Monday or Tuesday of the following week. So just make sure you understand that's how things work with me. Okay, as I said earlier, my summer office hours are almost non-existent just because I'm not in the office at Delta. Over the months of June or July, we're quickly approaching June. So just understand, if you really need to get in touch with me, the best thing you can do is to schedule an appointment with me, especially if it has to be face-to-face. If it's a Zoom meeting, we can certainly work that out. but I encourage you to just, shoot me an email first and see if we can't solve any issues that way. Each of these courses has an online text. So there are literally two sides to the story when it comes to how online courses work with me. There's the e-learning component, and there is the online textbook component. So let's understand. On the e-learning side, you're going to have things like the course syllabus. You're going to have the course schedules, the course calendars and so forth, and other course information. That's what you're going to find on e-learning. And our discussion topics are on e-learning. So understand that the discussion topics are the only assignment component that you have on e-learning. Everything else is going to be on our online text. For example, if your course has worksheets, if your course has readings, if your course has listening or watching videos or any other type of activity, that's going to be on the online text, not on e-learning. If, all of the exams, for example, all the quizzes, again, worksheets, practice worksheets, all of these things, if your course has one of those in a component, and every single one of the courses has some type of reading. So yeah, all of that is on the online text. You cannot pass this course, any of these courses, unless you purchase that online text. The registration window, by the way, for these online texts is coming up, the end of it, that is, so be ready. Be ready to get your registration in. Okay, folks, so that's pretty much it as far as the standardized stuff that goes for all of these courses. I encourage you, again, if there's anything that you need clarified, any assistance that you might need from me, I encourage you to go ahead and shoot me an email. Okay, so from this point on, the rest of this presentation is going to be geared towards your specific course. That's either Music 100 Elements of Music, or Music 111 Music Appreciation, or Music 119 History of Rock and Roll. We'll see you, folks. Greetings. So from this point forward in our vid, we're going to be discussing only music appreciation. So this is all designed for MUS 111 music appreciation. Essentially, music appreciation is a basic music survey course. We will be looking at some very basic music elements, such as melody, rhythm, and harmony. And then we'll be, strolling through various music sounds and the types of musical sounds and types of musical instruments, the instrument families, things like that, the human voice, that type of thing. So nothing to be frightened of. No one's going to get harmed in any way. So I hope you enjoy the course and the course content. We're going to start a walk through the various historical music periods throughout the world. So we're not going to be limited to any one specific area. It's going to be a complete world view. And that's a lot of material to cover. We will also be considering your own musical thoughts and ideas. I'm going to be asking you specific questions as to what specific music means to you, what you listen to, and that sort of thing. So that's where we will be discussing things like that. And of course, that's going to be on our discussion topics. So please remember that there are two sides, right? There's the e-learning side and there's the online textbook side. The e-learning side has our course syllabus, it has our detailed course schedules, things like that, course information, and the only component, the only assignment component that is not on our online text, the discussion topics. Everything else, readings, listening, all of that will be found on our online text, and you must have that online text. You cannot pass this course without it. So if you have not already done so, please get that done right away. You are going to want the On Music Appreciation 4th edition. This comes from a company called Connect for Education. You can buy the access code card at Delta College Bookstore, or you can purchase it in any of the links that I sent you in those previous emails. Just be certain that you get this done within the next few days if you have not already done so, because the registration window for the online text is going to close soon. So we will be talking about assignments in other vids that will be coming up, specific assignments that is, but let's understand that I grade on participation and effort as much as I do 100% accurate answers. So because this is an online course and we don't meet face-to-face at any time and we don't have regular meetings, I have to rely on you to complete the work. So you are going to have to learn how to budget your time. You're going to have to do this on your own. This is why we provide that detailed course schedule so you can see the date ranges when an assignment begins and when an assignment ends and the time that you have to complete them in. If this is your first online class, you will have trouble keeping up if you don't follow the schedule. So I beg of you, consider that online detailed course calendar, okay? If this is your first time taking an online course, believe me, I've been there. The easy thing is, and it will happen if you let it, to forget about it. And because it's not something that you have to do every week or every day, because this is not something that we do, right? We don't meet on a regular basis. So, and I'm not going to be sending you emails every day, hey, you need to get this done, because remember, please, you're not the only student I have. This is not the only course that I teach. So budget your time well. Use your time wisely. All of your communication with me is going to be, through email, except on weekends, remember that. But understand that your communication with me, your participation in the online discussion topics, and the completion of assignments, that's your attendance. This is an online course. That's the only way I know that you're paying attention, that you're in the class. So every time you complete an assignment, every time you participate in an online discussion, every time you send me an email, that counts as your attendance. Okay, so grading, again, I grade mostly on participation and effort. As much as I do 100% accuracy, of course I want you to be right. Of course I want you to have the right information. But folks, much of what we're going to be talking about in the discussion topics, for example, is what do you think type questions, not specific, give me the dates of when, when Elvis Presley was most famous. Some of you are going to say, well, it was 1956. Well, you might be wrong. So understand that I want to know why you think the way you think, how you think about what it is that we're discussing, every bit as much as I want you to be able to, recite exact dates, things like that, or concepts that we're going to be learning, such as rhythm, melody, harmony. Okay, so do the work, do your best, and you're going to do absolutely fine. Do the assignments, do the quizzes, do the readings, do the papers, you're going to be just fine. I don't require them to be 100%. I don't look for grammar or spelling, things like that, okay? Just do the best you can and you're going to do just fine. Grades are going to be posted on e-learning once all the submissions are done. So be patient, okay? If you don't see your grade posted right away on e-learning, by the way, e-learning is where you're going to see your grade most of the time. Excuse me, your cumulative grade, I should say. If you want to see your progress, that's going to be on your online text. Check your progress on your online text. You can see the assignments that you've completed. You can see the grade that you've gotten. The grade that's done on the online text is issued by the online text. That does not necessarily reflect your semester grade. Okay, understand this. So I look at what you've done. I look at how you've communicated. I look at how you've participated in the course before I would make an assessment of your final grade. And I do this simply because I don't believe that standardized tests, readings, quizzes, and so forth, I don't believe that's a true assessment of a person's ability. I try to consider the entire person and their effort, what they put into the course. Now, You don't put anything in. You never email me. You never just participate in the discussions. You don't do any of the assignments. Yeah, you're probably going to fail the course. So do the work. Okay, so I hope that answers some questions with respect to how this course works. Understand that you can always email me if you have an issue, if there's a concept or a point that you do not understand and you need to be it needs to be clarified. Please do not hesitate to email me. The only time I cannot respond is on Saturdays or Sundays. I will respond every other day that I can. Okay, so I look forward to getting to know each of you, if only virtually. I learn a lot through our discussion topic answers, so I've been enjoying your introductions on our e-learning site. So take care, folks, and I look forward to seeing you.
I'm a sentimental sap, that's all. What's the use of trying not to fall? I have no will, you made your kill, 'cause you took advantage of me. I'm just like an apple on a bough, and you're gonna shake me down somehow. So what's the use? You've cooked my goose, 'cause you took advantage of me. I'm so hot and bothered that I don't know my elbow from my ear. I suffer something awful each time you go. It's much worse when you're near. Here am I with all my bridges burned, just a babe in arms where you're concerned. So lock the doors and call me yours, 'cause